It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, welcome to a special edition of Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the 19th day of July 2020. Delta Airlines embraces mask enforcement. Delta Airlines has taken a major step toward making it harder for anti-maskers to fly with the airline. At this point, all major U.S. airlines require passengers to wear face masks when flying. However, there are two major issues. Passengers don't have to wear a face mask when eating or drinking, and unfortunately, some people really take their time with that. The bigger issue, however, is that airlines have a face mask exception for those who have a disability or medical reason for why they can't wear a mask. If someone has a medical reason for why they can't wear a mask, that's fine, though they really should avoid flying as much as possible since they're putting others at risk. However, as you'd expect, we've seen several stories of passengers faking a medical condition in order to exercise their freedoms. A gate agent or flight attendant isn't qualified to assess someone's medical condition, which leaves the airlines in a very difficult position. Much like a Kroger store when a customer walks in without a mask and refuses to put one on. Fortunately, Delta has come up with with what I consider an awesome solution. No longer can you bring a copy of the Constitution or a face mask exempt card that you probably printed out of your computer printer at home. Delta Airlines has made the following changes to its face mask policies. Customers with health conditions or disabilities that explicitly prevent the wearing of a face covering or mask are strongly encouraged to reconsider other travel. However, those passengers who do have a condition should show up at the airport at least an hour early extra to complete a clearance to fly process prior to departure. This process will include a virtual consultation with a healthcare professional after you fill out a number of forms, who will consider your circumstance and could make exceptions on a case-by-case basis. Any passenger found to be making a false claim about the disability or health conditions in order to obtain an exemption may have travel privileges on all Delta flights suspended for as long as the airline is requiring passengers to wear face masks. A Delta spokesman explained, and I quote, "Medical research tells us that wearing a mask is one of the most effective ways to reduce COVID-19 infection rate. That's why Delta remains committed to requiring customers and employees to wear a mask or a face covering as a consistent layer of protection across all Delta touchpoints," end quote. For the most part, airlines have done a better than average job with mask usage and better than most other industries in this country. While it's fortunately only a very small minority of travelers who are refusing to wear face masks, it's nice to see that Delta is taking steps toward combating this. Hopefully, other airlines will introduce similar policies, and maybe, just maybe, other businesses should adopt the same policy. Could you see that same customer we talked about a minute ago walking into a Kroger store and being told, well, excuse me, but before you can enter this store without a mask, you have to fill out a form and then go through a virtual health professional checklist to see if you will be allowed to come in the store. And it might take an extra hour before you'll be allowed to come in to shop. Maybe some of the other businesses need to follow in Delta's footsteps. This is Chillie with Travel and Cruise Industry News and a special report today on Delta Airlines.
Thank you for watching today's Travel and Cruise Industry News. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.